thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Beautiful place. Can you tell us some stuff you heard and what you experienced yourself?
So the only thing I've ever experienced is over in the pantry over here. I was making breakfast. I opened the two doors like that, and like all the hair on my legs, it felt like I was being sucked in there. I'm like, wait, that's weird. So I closed it. I looked down, there's a heater vent down there. I'm like, oh, but the heat wasn't on. I thought that's what it was at first.
Oh, feeling here.
Yeah, but I didn't feel nothing coming up. I was telling them earlier, my cousin Bob was sitting in the chair over there, and I was over here making a drink. And he's like, cut it out, will ya? He thought I was standing behind him, hitting him in the back of the head.
That's what you were telling me at work.
Yeah, so I was over
you
here.
definitely felt like a slap or just messing with him?
Someone messing with a man in his head. And then my other friend Bill went in the washroom. He's coming out of the washroom, he felt someone knock his head forward.
Do you know what chair he was sitting on? Maybe he was sitting on someone's favorite seat.
This was Bob's chair. Bob was sitting here, Bill was sitting here. That's the washroom he went in. He's an electrician. He was going over the panel, looking at it, and he said the same thing, tapping on the back of the head, pushed his head or whatever it did. I come here, this door opens up. It's open, like that. So I'll always close it, bring my bag upstairs when I come down, this one. So now this one, the knob doesn't work that good, so maybe that's what the reason is, closing that. But this one, this is the one Bernice says she'll close it 100 times while she's cleaning the house. And no matter what, it still opens up.
So this is just a closet door?
This is the basement.
Oh, the basement.
Oh, there was something here. The other day, was it, you guys were all sitting here watching TV, all of a sudden that door just closed. I don't know. But they're all sitting out there watching TV. My neighbor calls me up, he says, hey, are you up here? I said, no, I'm in Chicago. He goes, well, the front door's open. He goes, want me to go in and check? He comes every day, sits in the driveway and has 2 beers and watches. So
liquor must be involved.
he comes in, the heat was on 90, and there was nothing missing, nothing disturbed in the house. So he goes outside to the garage. That garage door was open. There was about 2 feet of snow and ice inside the door.
Not the main, so
That's door, that door going out to the deck, which is always locked. Both doors were still locked when he checked it.
Wow, that's interesting.
So and he said it was hot as hell. It was so hot in there.
And when you leave,
the heat's always on 65, and then I leave. I always close the door.
so has this happened more than once or just one time with the front?
Twice I think there was. One time I came here, I thought he was here. My mom was sitting in the brown leather chair. She's sitting here, my son and I are upstairs, and she goes, what are you guys doing out there? So we both come up out of our rooms and we come downstairs. We're like, what are you talking about? She's like, weren't you guys just out on the porch? I heard footsteps out there. I'm like, no. So we go outside. I said, it's probably a raccoon or something. So we go outside. There was snow on this porch, no tracks, no nothing. So that night, she sleeps in the room here. She hears a loud, we all hear, loud banging noise, like a locomotive coming through the house. That loud. So we come flying downstairs. It sounded like it was coming from the basement. So I go in the basement, nothing. No noise, no nothing.
And that bed, Patty was saying, was here in this house, and that looks at least 100 years old.
So Mary, she had bad circulation problems in her legs, so she couldn't go up and down the stairs anymore.
And that's where
so she stayed down here.
So Mary was the
Flynns, the people I bought it from.
Now, has she spoken of any sort of experiences in the home or not?
She has.
She has.
After I mentioned it to them, they didn't tell. I guess the deal could be off if they find out it's haunted. So I was telling Bob, the husband, I said, hey, how about this house? Did you know it was haunted? He's like, oh, that's, Mary thinks it's haunted. Mr. Ferry's in there moseying around.
Yep.
So I don't know exactly what, but he told me that she said, oh, she's had the doors open on her and stuff like that. Now we're joking about the ghost having our cocktails, And they
Oh,
brought,
now it makes sense.
my friend Wilbur, Billy McManus, who works up in the office, he's retired, he brought a little statue of Mini-Me, a little cardboard cutout. So he had it all over the farm, taking pictures everywhere. So it was up there, so we're joking about the ghost. My son's up in his room, in my daughter's room, all of a sudden, boom, loud bang. He comes running down and goes, "You guys quit talking about the ghost." One of the mirrors fell off the dresser in there. I mean, you have to pull the arms apart for this thing to drop
We can't
down.
even get the mirror back on because you have to pull the thing apart to get it on there.
My daughter sleeps in here. So this is another antique bed. There's an old
Yeah.
antique radio holding up to one side.
Is that the mirror? or is that-
Interesting.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
that's
the
the
mirror
mirror.
that fell. So you see the pins are in. So this pin was slid all the way out there
Wow.
when it dropped. And this thing weighs a lot. But this is antique. I don't know if it's all antique.
Does anyone feel any pressure at all?
Well, now, yeah, I feel the pressure here, but I don't know if it's because the
kinda low
ceiling is
ceiling,
low.
it might be-
I feel like right in the temple, it's like being squeezed.